Okay, never mind. What about the other side? Okay, the other side, when you talk about balance of trade, we'll say imports appear relatively cheaper compared to domestic substitutes. Demand for imports rises. Import expenditure rises. So, M. Overall, BOT worsens. Any questions? Okay, so why do we use quantity demanded here? Because the trigger is a change in your price of the exports. So quantity demanded is a movement along the demand curve. You use it when your price change. In the other case, we are assuming your inflation rate rises in your country. Whatever you buy from China, from US, the price, we are assuming ceteris paribus, it didn't change. So the reason why imports are relatively cheaper is not because import prices drop, but because your domestic substitutes became more expensive. So this is a bit like cross elasticity. Yeah? Change in the price of a substitute, but you don't need to invoke cross elasticity. But we need to know it's a change in demand. Okay? Okay, good. So this, is it different from what you all do? Or it's the same as your approach in schools? And again, I'm asking because I know in some schools, there is a difference. How many of you do this for AD also? Yes. Okay, I see some raised hands in class. I think on Zoom, some of you do the same. I'm okay with that. Some schools will tell the students, yeah, so troublesome to think of what real terms and nominal terms. For AD or BOT, just use the common explanation. Even though AD doesn't require you to consider price effect, we only consider quantity effect. But some schools will say, yeah, just do the same thing. Again, I'm okay with that. But I just want you to know there are, again, another cluster of schools where they have a difference. Why? Because then it's shorter to explain this. Save time. Okay? And is anyone surprised that here I focus on C and not M as part of AD? You notice what I'm doing here. I did not link higher M to lower AD. Instead, I linked lower C, lower AD. Are you okay with that? And the reason is because by right, AD doesn't have M in there. AD is defined as total spending on everything produced within your country. So if you just say higher M, it's not clear that AD falls. Okay. I'm just going to leave this here for a moment more because I want you to have this mindset. This is perhaps the last time we go through this. So I want to clarify any other outstanding doubts. But if you're okay, I'll move on to MLC. Questions?